Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Danny Amendola on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flush to his right. It's caught. Stills, right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he stopped immediately there. The former Washington Husker, Azim Victor, had the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Zip. Hey. You got three. Hip.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 1st down, Drake. He will push his way down to about the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Enunwa, the intended target. And out come the Dolphins now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, Darnold being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Play action. It's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Now he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time. That'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Tannehill is going to turn here and take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off play action, Tannehill on the move to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Phillips able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They get it to him running left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. New York set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
No.
Marshall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty footwork at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Lucky 56. Over.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to go deep for Conley. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Quick.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's complete. Stills. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Tannehill now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
A final shot before the break. Darnold. Out left side here to Bryant. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, Darnold. And he finds Tyler Kroft. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Gun! Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 20.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Gone!
To throw is Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins in. There to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Yeah, that's how we do, D. Let's go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Four down, check.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
No. Check. Patriot.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Over.
Again, it's Crowell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Check 99. Over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge and fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. No problem there on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Also does the kickoff duties. Locke Edwards out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Tannehill once more. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. first down throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now it's Darnold. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Now Amendola. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, if the quarterback is stretched a little bit, some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter, those might be open for him.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And this is caught at the end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing now, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a and now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Tannehill going to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Yeah, and he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Parker. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now on first down, Drake again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for my...